Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut 11. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for joining us here today on this Twin Flame Soulmate or Karmic Connection reading. It is the 7th of May of 2025, and happy birthday if you're celebrating today. There is a special person out there for me that is celebrating their birthday today, so if you're listening, sending you lots and lots of love and happy solar return. If you're celebrating your birthday around about now, then you're having your solar return, and it's like taking a picture of the sky as where the planets are. And at this point, we've got Venus from Aries, who is in a good aspect with Mars. Let me just show you that just for a second here. So here is Venus in Aries, still conjoining with Neptune, right? And there is Mars in Leo on fire. We see the lovers in a trine, and because Venus is the faster moving planet, she is coming up to trine Mars, and that we'll be experiencing in the next few days. It's already playing out now. And today the moon is transiting through Virgo, so this is a picture of the sky roughly for you. So until your next birthday, this is where the planets are. So that's if you're celebrating your birthday, therefore going through your solar return. So obviously your sun placed roughly at the 17th degree, give or take a few minutes. It's actually right now, it is 11:48 p.m. UTC time on the 11:48 a.m. UTC time on the 7th of May when this reading is being done. So we've got some wonderful aspects here. Pluto sextiling over, Venus sextiling over to Pluto. Beautiful opportunities to go deep where love is concerned. Even where money is concerned and being valued. I mean, there's depth here with Pluto. There's manifestation. There's abundance, right? With intimate connections. So opportunities for metamorphosis where love is concerned. The good is that with Pluto you could see what's been hidden in Neptune and Venus up here in Aries. Can be a little bit elusive, a little bit romantic, or not seeing clearly. So possibly Venus now connecting well with Pluto, maybe things will be revealed relative to this dreamy, visionary love connection that you're hoping to manifest, my dear friends. So that's all on the astrology. This is not an astrology reading, but I do feel that as above, so below. Therefore, energetically speaking, around the 7th of May, whenever you view this, or this could be a timeless reading, so forget the astrology and just let's see what the cards are speaking about. Today we're going to be doing something different. We will not be doing the yes please today because I've still got 5 more videos. I'm finishing up with the May individual love readings on Patreon. So I'm trying to finish them today. I don't know if I'll manage today, tomorrow, nevertheless. We've already got 7 videos up there. So if you're not on Patreon, do consider joining us. They are up for sale through Patreon. If you join for free, you can make a one-off purchase there. Very cheap there. So that also supports our channel, keeps it going. A special thanks to our patrons. Today we're using the Kipper, and we're going to be doing a very different reading, and this is not going to be as long as the usual Wednesday love readings. You could still like, share, subscribe, make sure you're notified, maybe unsubscribe and subscribe again and press that little bell so that you could be notified. Vilda told me the other day, and thank you Vilda, that she was not, it was yesterday I think, she was not notified of the upload yesterday. So a lot of people are not notified, and that's why it's not that these readings are not precious and they're not of value and very they're full of quality, because as above so below, energetically the cards and the stars, they work well together. So it's just that the algorithm is not working here on Divine Debut 11. So a lot of people don't know what they're missing. You know, I watch others on YouTube, and really it's more about getting a lot of readings out, more so than giving quality readings to those who follow. Okay, every reader uses their own intuition. Of course, everyone has got their own way of reading, but I think that there must be some message in each of our readings here for you. And remember, they're general, so you may be interested in a personal reading. Let's see what we're doing with the Kipper today. So you see, I've got the couple here. Don't worry about the sex, you know, the feminine and the masculine. We've all got the yin and the yang energy within us. Most of you here are women. We do have some males following, but generally speaking, we've got the yin and the yang, right? So take whichever suits you. Some of you girls out there, you're a fire sign or you're an air sign, so you may have more yang energy within your chart, within your energy. So take whatever resonates and leave the rest. So we're seeing you, we're looking at you, we're looking at the couple, the relationship right now. So that's why I've put the masculine and the feminine together, and we'll be taking, of course, the psychic tarot of the heart, some romance angels. We're taking a message from the universal love oracle, the mystic moon oracle, maybe some sibyllars as well for more clarity, and the handwritten love messages will be at the end of the reading. So you're going to start seeing some scratches on my hands. The little kitties, we've been nursing them. It's a big job. It's a big job. You've got to help them go to the toilet as well by massaging their little bellies. They're so sweet. I will get some pictures out to you. I might put some pictures at the end of this reading so you could just get a little look at them and see how small they are. Anyway, let's get into this. So let's begin. Let's begin with the Karma Dharma. And this is going to be a different, more of a random spread. Okay, but we're going to be seeing what the challenges are, what's on your mind, what is the potential of this connection, because we're looking at the actual connection. I don't know if I might do another spread where we might take them individually, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, you know me, perfectionist, double Virgo. I can't help myself. I don't like things that are not real. I'm very practical, very much about the details. So I think there's a lot of information within the details. So dear Spirit, thank you for your guidance. What is the Karma Dharma? At this time, remember, this could be a timeless reading as well. So whenever you get this message, it could be important for you personally. This is the card here. What's the Karma Dharma at this time? We've got the twins, the twin flame here. This is balance. It's called balance. And of course, it is temperance. So temperance does speak to equality, balance, healing, patience. There's an alchemy going on. You could see that we've got the two people. They're like twins. And that's why I'm saying in the psychic tarot of the heart, we are talking about a twin flame connection, which twin flame connections are never, ever easy. Some of you, of course, may be dealing with someone who is in a distance, at a distance, could be a foreigner, could be someone that comes from a different religion. They grew up in a very different way than what you did. So temperance is Sagittarius. This is Sag is ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is actually in Gemini in his fall position. He's not strong there, but he's early June. He will be entering the sign of Cancer, where he's exalted, where he'll be way stronger. And remember, Jupiter is all about seeing the truth. Jupiter can speak to that elevated point of view, seeing the bigger picture, right? Jupiter speaks to coupling up, as well as possibly separating. Jupiter can speak to long distance travel, and therefore, of course, dealing with someone that's at a distance. And with so many dating sites these days, people with so much, use of the internet, a lot of people are connecting through dating sites and finding themselves connecting with someone that's on the other side of the world. So it's something very common these days, which didn't used to happen, of course, back in the days. Let's see what's going on. Let's look at the challenge. Let's get into it. Thank you, Spirit. What is the challenge relative to this connection? Wow. Okay. Adjudication. It's a Libra card, and Libra does speak to balance as well. To me, adjudication means anything judicial, right? So anything to do with the court system as well, because Libra is also balance. Libra is relating and relationships, but possibly also there could be choices, so someone on the masculine side or someone on the feminine, or both parties in different relationships that aren't doing that well, because we've got the adjudication here. To me, I get this card because it's Libra. Maybe there hasn't been a balance and equal giving and receiving in this relationship, or we could see the magistrate here, the judge, is very thoughtful. Maybe, as I said, Libra comes through for me here. You could be dealing with someone that holds Libra in their chart. I don't know if this is you or this is your person. So this could be difficulty in making decisions as well. One of the two people possibly going through separation or divorce, or looking for advice outside of there because they can't make up their mind. Remember, Libra speaks to Libra is the peacemaker. Libra is ruled by Venus, and Venus is right opposite Libra now. So remember, we did have the South Node in Libra, which we're needing to sort of release and move towards the North Node in Aries, and that's where Venus is now transiting. So obviously we did have eclipses on the axis Libra Aries, which that is the axis of relating, me, myself, and in opposition to us. So thyself in opposition to the partnership. So Venus passing over and through Aries, which is where the North Node was transiting, will be bringing up themes relative to the past 2-3 years. Maybe there is the challenge could be that one of these people, either you or your person, or both, could be, because the twins, remember, they're like a mirroring image of each other. They're a reflection of each other, where they could be going through the same thing. So going through possible separation or divorce, or there hasn't been equal giving and receiving, possibly also if there are third parties in the relationship that they've been in, possibly also between the two of them. Because if there are third parties in other relationships, obviously it's very hard to be investing equally in a committed and therefore in a relationship connecting with a twin flame. So let's see what is crowning this connection. There's despair, there's worry. There is despair, there's worry. There's like a detach here. Remember, Libra for me, well, Libra reminds me of the Queen of Swords. So we see possibly the feminine, whoever takes the feminine role here, maybe has been more detached, more cold, Okay, because I just got a vision of the Queen of Swords, and that could be because remember that whoever holds the feminine side, the more yin energy, is usually more nurturing, more loving, more motherly. So since there's despair, it could be on each of their mind or on one of their minds. Okay, there's despair. Possibly the feminine, I would say, has stopped investing emotionally, unless, of course, again, I'm going to say, if you're a female and you've got more yang energy within you and you're dealing with a masculine that's got more yin energy, it could be they have stopped investing emotionally. This could also speak to if there is anything going on relative to legalities, that could also be bringing, financial despair. I mean, this says not hiring. It feels like, where this relationship is concerned, there hasn't been the commitment and the nurturing, possibly. And there could be self-worth issues like, I'm not good enough. They're not giving me the attention that I'm seeking, so on and so forth. Could be from either. Where is this relationship coming from? We've got a wealthy man here. A wealthy man. Now, the wealthy man could be, well, it does talk to a man, and we've got a masculine here. Yes, this could be the same person. Could be the same person, or it could be another side. Yes, and could be another side to the masculine figure here. That wealth is very important. For them, unless, because the wealthy man is at the foundation, which is like to me, it speaks to a very karmic position here. So it feels like the karma relative to this connection could be finances, and someone's financial standing could be, and that's why there's a difficult decision if there are, because we see here also despair, and it reminds me very much of the Five of Pentacles, not hiring, something to do with finances, and here we've got the wealthy man. So possibly a difference where both parties' financial standing is concerned. So one person being more reserved with their finances because they've got less, and the other puts possibly more weight on the financials, on financial security and finances. And I would say it's more so the masculine, because it does speak to a masculine energy here. Let's see what's in front, so in the near future, relative to this connection. We've got a mature woman. Now, she's an advisor. She's an advisor. I don't know if she could be connected to the divine masculine. This could be a mother figure as well. It could be a mother. It could be a godmother. It could be a bigger sister, someone that's there for this divine masculine, I would say. But as another energy, if this is not an actual person, then she reminds me of the Empress. So she speaks to abundance, but needing to be patient. Remember, the Temperance card is tempering, so be patient. There's promise here. Let's look at the past position. And we've got the mature man. I'm wondering, it's interesting, we've got the mature woman and the mature man. These could also be the other partnerships, right? They could be the other partnerships. Now, we don't read reversals here in the Kippa. The mature man, for me, I'm getting that there was an immaturity, a sense of immaturity. If this was a past partner, we see the feminine, she sort of turned her back to this masculine, this mature man. This could be, now you're going to ask me what signs, I get Capricorn, I get someone that's very much about wisdom, philosophy. Look at all the books, all the books. Someone that's at the age of philosophy. I don't know if they're around the age of 51, 50. I don't know. It could be older. But it could be a maturity difference here. I do get immaturity and not maturity here. I don't know why. Age-wise, they may be older, but there's a sense of immaturity here. Now, of course, the feminine women, and this is a fact, this is not my opinion, they naturally are more mature. They mature faster than what men do. So I'm getting that there is a sense of immaturity here, and possibly because we also see the masculine turning their back to this mature woman. This could be another partnership as well. So this could be a 4-person theme. If that is not the case, then the mature man and the mature woman, they could be parents. They could be people that are there to advise. That they do play some significant role. It's interesting that all the people in the Kippa have come through, which makes it really difficult. So because there's so much that one can speak to with so many people here. All right, let's have a look. Let's see what else is going on. We've got the Lovers here, see? So this is in the near future, just around the corner. The Lovers can speak to choices. The Lovers, of course, brings through Gemini. So we do have Gemini here. I do get Taurus, I get Capricorn, I get Aquarius, I get Libra, as we said. I get Aries, and I also get, as I said, because this is like the Empress, right? So this could be also someone that this masculine shares children with, if that is a partnership here. But we also see that what's on this mature woman's mind, what's above her, is a partnership, possibly a twin flame. I'm wondering if this is a partnership for this divine masculine, there could be infidelity here. Or choices that this mature woman has got other choices, or unless she's got some understanding that her partner is connecting with another person. Let's see what's above this mature man. I should have done it differently. Should have went down here, but it doesn't matter. I've already done it now. So privileged lady. Again, Empress qualities. Either that or privileged lady is someone that has got everything that she desires, everything that she needs. Or she's someone that is always wanting more and more and more. So let's see what's beneath. We've got a false person. So there's some falsehood here. I mean, this could also be infidelity, because this divine masculine, this mature man, on their mind is someone that's beautiful, someone that's voluptuous, someone that they're attracted to, someone that's very attracted to them. It's more about, the eyes, not so much about the personality. So we've got lots of people here. Let's continue. Let's see what's beneath this mature woman. So in the near future, we've got great fortune. And this is the wheel of fate. If this is a mother figure, then she could be someone that's very close to her son, and someone that is always financially helping. If this is the wealthy man, because we also see with the wealthy man that in the near future, tomorrow, next week, there are fated events playing out, big changes, and the great fortune. Could say that this mature woman holds great fortune, but also that there are possible fated events taking place. This is a lucky card, surely. So in the near future, if this is your person, where finances are concerned, they're very lucky, but they could also be because the great fortune is like the wheel of fortune, so fated events, possible dealings with the courts, possible separation, because Jupiter, remember, can speak to coupling up or even separating. Now, I'm going to say also, if this is another side to the feminine, to whoever holds the feminine energy, her mind is on her twin flame, right? If this is you and you've been very patient, we've got 3 amazing cards where there are big fated changes, a lot of luck coming in. Maybe she's been very patient and waiting for that. And the Lovers, remember, it speaks to, it is a 6, and 6s do speak to balance. Love and luck are very connected here. It's like Spirit is saying patience is necessary, abundance will come in, because this is also, remember that the Empress is someone that needed to be very patient, right, for the abundance. She doesn't hold that position without a reason. Let's take one more step into the future, because this would be the near future, and then we'll look at the more distant future. Let's see what's going on. We've got toil and labor. We've got poverty. And we've got official person. What is that official person? Something is becoming official. If this is not an official person, because this could be, reminds me of the King of Swords. Something is becoming official. So it's costing someone emotionally as well as financially. It could be these changes in relative to making a choice where love is concerned. Let's take some cards on top of the despair. Why do we have despair? The coffin, an ending, and bad health. This could be physical loss, someone having physically lost someone, or feeling emotionally that they've lost this connection. And we are coming up to a Scorpio full moon, and we've got, Scorpio moons are never easy, especially when we've got a full moon. So it may be emotionally tough coming up to the Scorpio full moon. I want to take another card on the judication. Why do we have this judication card? Unexpected income. Someone wanting to decide whether they're going to take the action. The unexpected income is like a return. It's like the 6 of Pentacles for me. So someone's trying to make a decision whether they're going to reciprocate. Look at the hands. One is giving to the other. So both parties are possibly thinking that this is over, and there's despair and there's emotional down and worry. But for me, the wealthy man also speaks to great value, that this relationship was possibly made both parties feel very wealthy where love is concerned. But remember also that there was the issue relative to finances and someone's social standing. Now, it is a 13, which also speaks to Scorpio. Scorpio is big amounts of money that comes from third parties, which could be from a mother, could be from a partner, someone having married into wealth if they didn't have it themselves. Let's take another card. I need more. And we've got sudden wealth, great fortune, sudden wealth on the wealthy man. You know, the sudden wealth could also speak to someone wanting to take a risk, take a gamble, or someone that goes to the casino. It's like a portal that opens. It's number 11. 11 again is justice. Seven, 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 which the numbers are speaking to me greatly today. So look out for numbers. What is this sudden wealth or this risk that this person wants to take, or that's fated and is meant to be taken? And we've got family room. The family room is getting into someone's home, getting into someone's personal life. Or if this is not someone's physical home and their personal space, then it's their emotional intimacy. So it could be a physical risk that your person is wanting to take, and that could be a literal risk that they're taking and gamble, wanting to bring the divine feminine closer. This is what's karmic and what is fated. That it's pot luck. This connection was meant to happen. It was just meant to happen. And ahead we've got the great fortune and the official person. So again, fated changes, and like a portal that opens a pathway, which could speak to travel, could speak to choices being made. Let's look at the mature woman. She's in expectation. So someone's been very, very, we see the feminine, being very, very patient, waiting on, because she's on the inside looking out, waiting on someone to return. She's expecting, and she's been expecting for a while. She's been very patient. Now, of course, this could be another side to the divine feminine. With the mature woman, if this is a mother figure, there are great similarities there and great patience. So there is affiliation between the mother of this masculine and the feminine, right? We also see as an energy, this is someone expecting to become single if there is a separation and divorce, because this can also speak to a death of a past connection. Someone's needing to pay money out. And this is like the Nine of Pentacles for me. Again, very much like the Empress. I want to take a card on the mature man here. We've got a marriage, you see. So someone was in a marriage with someone that was maybe immature, someone that was false, because there's deception here. There's deception. This can alone speak to infidelity. That's possibly why the feminine has turned her back. Or someone not being on the up and up, not being totally truthful. Okay. Now, I don't know if, the feminine was privileged in a past marriage. I don't know that at all. And I do see nebulousness and falsehood, not total trust. Let's look at the privileged lady message. Something to do with contracts, or the privileged lady could possibly also be, because she's connected to the feminine, who she wants abundance. She's probably someone that's very hardworking, someone very stable, someone that wants to provide, right? Someone that possibly has their own business, possibly someone that's very communicative. Let's look at the false person. And we've got the distant horizons. This could also speak to distant horizons. So there's falsehood, there are masks. The mask here we see with a false person. and not seeing things very clearly, or wanting to sugarcoat things, or not wanting to see the reality of a situation, sort of trying to live in a dream, living in, under a mask, where a past marriage is concerned. Let's look at the future. Let's look at the Lovers here. And we've got a message of concern, something that comes in very quickly. Let's look at the Great Fortune. We've got high honors. High honors, which is, we see the top hats. We see the top hat here on the wealthy man. So, on another level, I'm going to say as well that for some of you, this could be someone that you're already, this could be how can I say it, a marriage partner now, right? And the wealthy man being the outsider, there is a possibility of that. So you could swap those roles, right? Because this was something very karmic indeed here. And I know this could be quite confusing, but come back and listen again, because if this is now, a connection that you're in now, a relationship, it could be a marriage or a commitment. Someone's been waiting on change, or possibly being valued from this wealthy man. This is very karmic, I must say here. And karmic doesn't necessarily mean nasty. It's fated. It's a fated connection. It was just pot luck, as I said. Everything happens for a reason, As I say always, the teacher shows up when the student is ready. So it's all meant to be. It's all meant to happen. What is this message of concern? That there's a gift. It feels like a good, the concern will be a good concern. So sudden revelation, something to do with a gift. The gift, to get to the gift, it may be a little bit challenging because we've got difficult cards in the future. Let's look at the expectation. Yeah, a distant journey, an abundant journey. We see the top hat again. So someone waiting on the ability to break free or to move towards the person that they're hoping to manifest, their twin flame. Why do we have toil and labor in the more distant future? Thoughts. To me, this is very much the Uranus card, very similar to someone thinking to do something out of the box, but that's not very easy for them. So you may be dealing with a fixed sign, right? Toil and labor. This could be someone that works very hard for the abundance. I don't know who this is, because to me, we've got such poverty, toil and labor, and then we've got the other side, let's say, that has had a much easier life. Things came to them much more easier. It's just, again, I'm going to say potluck. To me, this is someone that's thinking out of the box, and they're thinking about their other half. But the changes are not easy for them. It's very laborious for them to make those changes. And the thoughts card also brings up that crazy Aquarius energy, right? So someone that's very ingenious, they think out of the box, they make the changes so suddenly. It's their DNA, they can't help it. And remember, Uranus rules Aquarius, but also a strong placement of Uranus in your own chart could give you that Uranian quality. For instance, I've got Uranus on my sun, so therefore I've got that Uranian side, even though I'm not an Aquarius, right? So this is how it works. Let's take another card, because this person is thinking to do something crazy, something that's not easy for them. To put in more work, I don't know, or to make changes where work is concerned. I mean, maybe work and finances could also be the issue here relative to this connection. We do see someone that possibly works a lot, but doesn't earn well. And that could be the difference between the feminine and the masculine, because we also have the luck and the abundant journey. So it's going to be different for each of you, of course. So take it as it resonates. What's the poverty? We've got courthouse. One more. And we've got the child. So there can be a child in the picture here, and that's why the decision to make the changes, or to possibly also go through separation and divorce, could be shown in the near, well, not so much the near future, the more distant future. I would say, the next 3 months. There are big changes here, big changes where could be the masculine's job, occupation is concerned, but also big changes where their emotional life and their private life is concerned. But whatever is going on, there's a promise for a new cycle here and some happiness. What is this official person? There is concern about changes. There is concern about options. And there is concern about how to meet up with their other half. Here is the courtship. Here is the relationship, my dear friends. There it is. Okay. But decisions are not easy here, because a lot is at stake here. A lot, money, finances, emotional security. Let's take the coffin on the despair and on the bad health. Yeah, there's a sense of imprisoning situation, or things that have been happening, and this could also be someone's health having taken a blow, if they've physically lost someone, or just even the big changes in their life, they're not taking them personally very easily, which could be affecting their health. So I don't know if it's the feminine or the masculine, because we've got, this could be a physical loss, or thinking that the relationship is over with, right? Because we also have infidelity here. So I don't know who the infidelity could be on both sides. As I said, if this is a twin flame connection, then this could be a mirroring. So this is bad health as well, or emotionally being very down, being depressed, right? Because someone's been waiting too long. Is it the feminine? I don't know. Let's have a look at this occupation. We've got the thief, someone trying to be sneaky, or someone trying to be intelligent. What's going on with this courtship and this connection, this meeting? Because it could be a physical meeting. There's change, or there's transition, or there's movement. Yes, there could be physical distance between the two of you, but remember here, someone's been waiting to be honored, to be valued. Let's take another card on the high honor, and we've got the house. So there's news that something is stabilizing, or there's news that someone is becoming free, and asking that the other person be patient. Take the role that resonates for you. Let's have a look at this marriage back here, and we've got community. Someone marrying for the community, for their reputation. Someone that never really was too close in the marriage, in the connection. Someone that is that because the community speaks to someone that's very social. Maybe there was a disconnect there. Someone was very social and the other person was a big loner here. Let's have a look at this distant horizons, which is one of the most positive cards. And this is like thinking that there's been an illusion here, that I was living a dream, and that could be connected to the feminine as well. But the pathway has opened here after a death. Is promised. It's a metaphorical death. I'm not speaking about a literal death, okay? An ending to a connection, a marriage possibly as well. I mean, wow, talk about depth here. It's crazy. Let's take some messages, shall we? Wow. I've got a headache already. Not an easy reading at all. And I could keep reading on this spread for a couple more hours. But let's look at the romance angels. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. Let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Control is a difficult word, right? Let go of control. It's like release, surrender. And we've got honeymoon promised here. It's like saying give it up to spirit. Someone is also coming out of a controlling relationship, which will bring more peace and tranquility and bliss in the future, because these are calmer waters, as you could see. And the honeymoon could also be this meeting here. Control brings up the Plutonian energy for me. So someone has a strong placement of Pluto, or control card could also be dealing with someone that was very narcissistic, trying, a control freak. Because where there's control within the relationship, there's no freedom. And at some point, things will break for sure. But what it's saying is forgiving and learning. Forgive the past. Forgive a past partnership. Let go of control issues. Let go of someone that was very controlling. Move towards bliss and serenity. Even if you're not at a honeymoon stage now, that is promised. Let's see. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Here it's saying let go of control, and here it's saying take back control. So I'll leave that up to you and how that works for you. But there's getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So there will be a lot of revelations we see. As I said, the masculine, whoever holds the masculine side, and is going to reveal a lot. But for me, if you're dealing with someone that was crazy and controlling, for them, the future is not going to be too bright at all. Because we see here that, and I'm talking about the parties that are being left behind, there will be poverty, emotional poverty. There will be a physical separation and divorce here, surely, because there's a new beginning here. Someone officially is taking that next step and making the decision to connect with the person that they desire to be with. And we've got true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. And again, yes, this could be a twin flame connection for some of you. Remember, it is a general reading. It may not resonate for all of you. Let's look at the psyche. Either you or your person have tried to stay in a past connection, but, there's no turning back. There's no point in going backwards. Energetically, we need to move forward and into the future. There's no point in falling back into old themes, old habits. That becomes very toxic. So you need to forgive and understand that you need to move forward. These two cards fell through. So we've got purge, and that's the death card up here. The signs are showing you the way, and that's moving towards the future, not going towards the past. Admired. The signs are telling you that possibly there has been an ending, could be in your life. If we've got cross watchers here, right? So people watching and taking the other side. So I don't know who's going through that purging. Again, as I said before, it could be a reflection of each other, going through a purging, a death process, leaving the toxicity in the past and moving towards a resurrection. This is also someone looking at you, checking you out through social media or checking you out from a distance. There's admiration here as to the metamorphosis in the new person or the new life that you've begun, because the patience here, the card here of expectation, she's been waiting. And some of you are mature women and you know how to be patient. Let's take a couple more. This is spiritual awareness and also telepathy, I'm going to say. Connection through spirit, through the spiritual connection. There's admiration here. There's also a little bit of pride, I must say, because the peacock is a very abundant energy. We could also say it's like the Empress. There's great abundance here. There's great luck. There's a very strong spiritual connection. But there's a little bit of vanity, right? Maybe it's, luck is changing. We've got the Wheel of Fate here, great fortune. The House, which is a very positive card indeed, which promises stability. Sometimes the House here can speak to limitations, just like the Saturnian energy, like needing to do things by the book. But it is fated now that the limitations are now finished, because if this is a Saturnian energy, the expectation is also needing to wait. Saturn is a slow-moving principle and asks for hard work and needing to do things by law, by Saturn's law. Remember, Saturn is Kronos, so he's the lord of karma and timing. So it was meant to happen when it's meant to happen. And I see the gift here. Expect news, unexpected, that you've been waiting for a long time. You will be honored. There is communication, possibly talk of a meeting finally. This is a true love situation and there's great attraction, right? You're attracting your person in. You're emanating fire, passion and desire through the beauty from within. Remember Venus, which is the goddess of love and passion and desire. She's connecting with Mars, right? And she's in the sign of Aries, so she is very passionate. And flirtation, is on the cards. It's a time of play, my dear friends. It's a time of action. Forgiveness is necessary. We've got forgiving here again. We see more so the divine masculine. Wow, they feel as though you're not going to forgive them. They feel as though you're not going to give them another chance. With the numbing card here, it feels like the divine masculine could be going overboard a little bit, where trying to escape a situation through toxic means. So through drink, through, alcohol, drugs, binging, whatever is addictive behaviors. So I don't know, because also with the purge, the Scorpio, Scorpio does speak to secret attraction, secretive connections. We've got Pisces here as well, 12th natural house, which can speak to secret love affairs, things that happen behind closed doors. But also, I do get great attraction here. And the divine masculine is more inclined towards more that physical connection as usual, right? Especially with Mars in Leo, right? Leo is about romance and Leo, the natural fifth house, does rule creativity, attraction, leadership, but also, taking a risk on someone that you're wanting to connect with, physically, sexually, romantically. But what did I want to say? And Mars is in Leo. So as I said, the lovers are connecting through an opportune connection. but they're on fire. They're in fire signs, and there is the yes. So if I can say also that I'm going to say, Spirit says, I'm here to assist, I'm here to help, but you need to wave your hands, you need to move yourself. Don't expect love to just drop in your lap. You need to be part of the equation, right? When there's action, there's reaction. Being proactive and active will bring a result. Okay, if you're just releasing and saying, look, I'm leaving it up to Spirit, don't expect that to work. It doesn't work that way. Energetically, you either need to manifest through thought, through meditation, through your wishes, through your prayers, or you need to be physically active, or do both. Okay. And we've got releasing the toxicity, releasing the past. We do see here an offer, a romantic offer, but it's come before a release. So energetically, it could not work out. Okay, this could be, yes, a soulmate or even a twin flame, yes. But it's been blocked from secrets. It's been blocked from a death process that someone had to go through. Remember, we're coming up to a full moon in Scorpio, so maybe for some of you it will be a very significant time. And we've got family and children here. Wow, everyone. I want to take 3 little Sibilas, just 3. So past, present, future, or in the now, whenever you view this reading. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. Please don't forget, as it helps the channel greatly. And there's a lot of time, effort, and energy that go into these readings. Thank you for connecting with us also in the chat as we are premiering. And we are not doing the yes please today, but if you're commenting beneath this video, we are randomly choosing people to receive a 3-4 card spread Lenormand reading through email. So we must have your email if we can do one for you. For us to have your email, you must have purchased a personal reading in the past, or you must be a patron, or you must have connected with us through email. Let's see what's going on, past, present, and future. We've got the toxicity, the venom, the poison, the enemy. We've got the merchant, someone thinking greatly. We see a lot of masculine energy here. And 13 is also the death card. Scorpio comes through. The merchant, someone thinking greatly about what they're going to do in the future. I get it's the masculine energy. And we've got Superbia. Look, the Superbia can be a little bit of ego and vanity, but this is also a very lucky card. And we see the male peacock here. So you may be dealing with someone that is a very fixed sign. They do come from, a background where we saw all these top hats here. So this is someone who's been lucky in their life. So vanity is just natural. It just naturally comes with financial riches and just being very lucky in life. But this is also possibly understanding a spiritual awakening that a divine masculine is going through. The falsita, there has been falsehood. Maybe there's been distrust as well. There have been secrets, lots of secrets. With the sacerdote here, lots of secrets relative to someone's committed life, their marriage life, a lot of falsehood. So we may have revelations, very vital revelations coming up to this full moon in Scorpio on the 12th of the month. But don't think that everything will stop there on the 12th. Even, up to a week later, you may have revelations. So let's take a message from Spirit, from the Universal Love Oracle, and see what the message is. Thank you for your love, for your subscriptions, for liking, sharing, donating to those of you that are very kind to do so. It does help the channel. Thank you very kindly. A special thank you to our patrons, of course, who keep this this channel still alive. Let's see what the Universal Love Oracle message is. And we've got emergence, and the emergence obviously comes after a death process, after this full moon. Wow, I just got the goosebumps. Emergence of a relationship having gone through a death process, possibly with a past partner, or I just saw the forgiveness again here. A past partnership for the twin flame to be able to take form, for this to happen in the 3D and not just, on an ascended level. Let's read the emergence card. It may feel like forces beyond your control have thrust you into unfamiliar territory. It is true, we cannot control all forces or situations. Whatever chaos reigns in your world, you can control your reactions, your perceptions, your focus. There's that word control again, which has come through. This is the third time. Okay? Not an easy word. Life presents constant opportunities to learn, evolve, and step into who you long to be. The challenges will come. It is up to you to work through them, to draw all the wisdom you can from them. It is through the events currently unfolding that your truer nature will emerge. Now, this could be a message to you and or your twin flame. Who do you want to be? A victor, a role model, a sage? Align your current self with your greater insight. Every challenge is daunting at the start. With time and perseverance, all falls into place. The result is a stronger, more confident, and more grateful you. So just generally speaking, the emergence to me speaks to the possibility of the emergence or the re-emergence of this twin flame connection. This may have formed in a past lifetime. Remember, twin flames do go through lifetimes where they cannot be together because they're not ready for each other. They haven't done the work that they need to do. Let's take some love messages. Now, if you've received these personal messages, in past weeks, then there may be a message for you. I'd love to hear what you thought of this reading, whether you thought it was too confusing, whether you enjoyed it. I do like to try different things here and there. So thank you for commenting and letting us know what you thought of it, so we could continue doing them or not. Win or lose, I'm going to take the chance on love or chance at the casino. And it's asking, is it going to be a chance on love or chance at the casino? We did see the casino here. So maybe, luck and love, they do tend to be, to work together. You took the stars from my eyes, you took my heart, and I want it back. I feel like a fool for leaving you. Why did you leave me? How could you? What went wrong? You left me in the dark and I'm stuck on you. No one compares to you. You mean the world to me. I want this journey towards you, or I will take this journey towards you. It could be a physical or an emotional. Unfortunately, I did not recognize you as my soulmate at first sight, but now I see you truly are. Dear Spirit, we come from two very different worlds, but we can overcome this with our love. That could be relative to religion, financial standing, different childhoods, different way of being generally. Two very different people. That would be a twin flame. We are so different. Wow. And I don't know if this could ever work out. I don't know what to do. The timing is not right. Maybe tomorrow. I don't need your love no more. Ouch. I want you in my life today, tomorrow, and forever. I want to take a couple more cards. Wealth is not important to me. Wealth for me is connecting to my other half on a spiritual and emotional level. Nothing else matters. And I'm married. I lied to you. I am sorry. Babe, I love you so. And what's at the bottom? We've got, what can I do to win you back? Wow. I want you to Google the male peacock as a totem animal. There are so many more meanings to the male peacock. So you might want to check it out. We had the peacock show up twice today. So remember, they could be very competitive where love is concerned. So you could be dealing with two different masculine, as I always say. But there are so many more meanings to the male peacock. And remember, this is the animal totem of Juno, the wife of Zeus. And Zeus was all about infidelity. So just Google it and get more information on that. Other than that, I think that this is our reading today, my dear friends. I want to thank you so much for your love always, and I'm wishing you well. We are finishing up the love readings today. So today we are doing the Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries. They're the last. Hold on, have I missed someone? Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries. Yes, we've got 4 more readings to do. These are the 4 signs that are pending for the individual love readings for May on Patreon. And if you're here on YouTube and you don't want to join us on Patreon, then after the 20th of the month, they will be released here on YouTube. Thank you so much, everyone. Love and light. I will catch up with you soon. So great to have you here. Thank you. Talk to you soon.